YouTube? It's your boy, the Lone Wolf. Rock with me. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang. Shout out to my overseas gang. And shout out to my unsubscribed gang. Hang on. If you're unsubscribed, you should go ahead and subscribe. We'll take a moment to allow you to do that while I zip up. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. All right, you good? Even if you don't subscribe, we love you anyway. We appreciate the views. Shout out to my members, still working on that. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna drop them all at one time, so I'm not gonna like fish them in there one day at a time. I'm dropping them all at once, members. Okay, if you're not a member, you're gonna wanna be a member. Listen, you think I'm dropping this content on all platforms for no reason? No, I'm gonna consolidate all of that stuff and put it in the members only. I'm gonna start a Patreon as well. And then the members also are gonna get, like, I'm putting out a lot of content on multiple platforms so people can see just how fun of a guy I am. And then that way they can see what they're missing out on the members only area, where I'll be dropping little behind the scenes clips. You know what I mean? That's kind of the only way you're gonna be able to see my son, really, too. With that being said, you see the title? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys pour into the channel with the likes, the shares, and the comments. You know, you guys held me down while I was there reconstructing. I appreciate that. And when all of you guys pour into the channel, allow me to pour into you guys the same amount of love with this dope ass video. That being said, let's talk about it. Okay? Listen, all right? I've been on TikTok all day. I'm not gonna lie. If you're not over on TikTok with me, you need to go over there. I got exclusive stuff over there. I bring some of it over here, but not all of it. And I go live over there, and those lives will only be available for members. So you're missing out on those lives, man. But I was on my live just talking my normal talk, giving that good old business. And I started getting hated on just for talking about dating and my preference. And, you know, that being said, oh, I forgot my filter, man. I gotta, where's my filter? Poppin'. There we go. Poppin'. Yeah, so I was talking my normal stuff about dating and my preferences and stuff like that. And my moderators had to block people left and right. I mean, they probably blocked about 20 people. What's the deal with that? I can't have a preference. I can't say what my preferences are. None of that. Everybody online's a narc. Look, y'all, it's crazy out here right now. Guard your energy. I had some lady on TikTok get offended by a video I put out. And the only thing I'm saying to you ladies, we love all of y'all, obviously. But we're not going to tolerate these masculine women. This masculine energy thing, listen, unless you're a tarot card reader, you're spiritual, you're making money, and it's your job to know those energies and defining those energies to people and letting them know what those energies inside of them are doing. I don't want to hear some regular chick talking about, yeah, I'm operating in my masculine frame, or I'm on my demon time. No. You any kind of demon, kick rocks, first of all. Secondly, masculine energy. Listen, I'm going to say this again. What is that? What is that exactly? Because, I mean, to me, it seems like those kind of women that are always competing with men, which, again, that's not the kind of woman I want to be with. But when we're talking about energy, what is masculine energy to a masculine frame, right? So your masculine energy that you try on, like an outfit whenever you feel like it, as opposed to my black masculine frame that I can't take off, no matter who's pulling me over or no matter who's clenching their purse when I go somewhere. But you get to operate in this energy, whereas I got to balance my energy and then think that that's okay. And then this lady tried to call me, what did she say, emotional? She was like, yeah, you know, only emotional men think that, what did she say, strong women or masculine women are, what did she say, that strong women are masculine, or it was something like that. Some weak ass talking point that she obviously is regurgitating from some information she downloaded from the internet. Y'all need to understand that when stuff don't even make sense when it comes out of your mouth, you shouldn't even really be jotting that kind of stuff down. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. First of all, here we go. Let's break it down. Why would she come to my platform where I'm talking about specific things and get triggered by, you know what I'm saying, the information I'm putting out, coming from my mouth about my life and my perspective? We don't owe each other any explanation of how we feel about life. So why would she feel like I owe her an explanation as to why I felt the way I did? But she didn't really put it in a question type of form. She put it in a trigger type of form with a bunch of emojis. Now this woman looks like she's easily in her late 40s and 50s. I'm being generous. You know what I'm saying? Why are you putting emojis in there like that? We're adults. Why are you calling yourself over here, you know what I'm saying, getting at me or telling me about myself in my comments on my platform? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Doesn't at all. This is people with narcissistic traits, maybe not a narc, but definitely a hater, getting triggered online. And part of those narc traits is thinking that your opinion needs to be heard even by people that you don't even know. This is, regular people don't think like this. If we're somewhere or we watch something that triggers us, we don't think, I gotta let this person know about themselves. No regular person thinks like that. Only a narc thinks, oh, or a hater or somebody with tendencies. You might as well call them a narc, man. I know everybody's staying away from narcissists or whatever because the words get on everybody's nerves, but whatever. Until you come up with a better one, that's what it is, okay? So you got these goofy narcs getting triggered and coming to your channel, you know what I'm saying, and going off. First of all, who cares what her opinion is? Who cares? Get on a platform, build yourself something up, and voice your opinion. Only a narc is so lazy to where they will just want to get triggered and then want to go on some tyrant. And because she put about 5 or 6 or 7 comments up, just going, they don't want to put no work in on their own platform. They just want to jump hopscotch onto yours, you know, run their mouth, try to make themselves seem smart, gaslight your video, try to get the people behind them. No one knows who they are. No one's going to support them, but they don't care. They think that there's somebody regardless of the fact that they're no one. They will always think that there's somebody regardless of the fact if they're no one with no following. They're going to always think that there's somebody, and they're going to always want their opinion to be gotten across. I'm just sitting here minding my own business. This lady comes to my channel to do this. So what do? I let her run her mouth and all her comments. I make a video about it. I'm not going to lie. I made a video talking about her being in her masculine energy, just what I just said, because there's a difference between this masculine energy crap and an actual masculine frame. Men can't run around here in our masculine energy like y'all be talking like, or otherwise there'd be some major chaos and furniture moving, right? But nah, man, y'all get to run around and jump in. Not all you women are doing this, okay? So I'm not talking about all, but these women out here that are just women that want to that have that Jezebel spirit. They want to be able to argue and fight with people and bicker. And a lot of these people, especially these women, you know, they claim that they're happily single, but they're, like I told you on the last video, this lady, I can't make this up, was going off on me after I made that first video responding to her reply. And in the middle of that stuff, she says, and I'm happily single. I'm getting a divorce after 15 years, my choice. No. You are not getting a divorce, your choice, after 15 years. No, you are not. You might be the one pulling the trigger on the divorce paperwork, but somebody knows that somebody's just such a dirtbag, you can't stay with the dude. Don't tell me that any woman after 15 years wants to walk away from a relationship. Who do you think you're fooling? Who do you think you're fooling? Now it all makes sense. The reason why I made the video in the first place, I said no happily married woman or a woman in a happy situation is online looking to bicker with a man like me. If you're happily single, you might want to date somebody like me. You ain't gonna get there arguing with me. Now that's a narc. This is what these narcs do. They get online and they argue with people that they would date. They go out on dates with their homegirls, slapping each other on the butts and grabbing each other's boobs and drinking stuff and, you know, having them pour the stuff in their mouth and all that crazy stuff. And then they get their baby daddy or a Pookie and a Ray Ray to knock the bottom out of it. So they don't have to ever date. They're getting a relationship from different places and different people. This is weird. So then they'll get online, look, I'm happily single. If you're happily single, why are you always arguing with some guy online? If you're happily single, why are you always single? Trying to date. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. You can't make it make sense. They're online getting what they need from somebody they find attractive, arguing with them. Because that's what dating and being in relationships about. You know what I'm saying? Most time, you know what I mean? Low vibrational chicks, some people want to argue. So they argue with somebody like me online, knowing they couldn't handle dating me. I'm happily single, then go out with the girls on the weekend, flirt, whatever, in the club, drink, get stupid, you know, and then have Pookie and Ray Ray, their baby daddy, or the cousin Day Day, knocking the bottom out of it, talking about I'm happily single. No, you're a mess. You're a mess. Get some sunlight in there. You're a mess. Okay? And these same people that are a mess will get online and get triggered by my words and allow it to trigger their insecurities and their demons. Then instead of them being an adult, they're trapped in that childlike mindset, and they have to say something like a narc does. Have to get their point across no matter what. No matter how stupid they're going to look, or how immature they're going to look, or pointless they're going to look, they always have to get that point across. So you let them. And again, I'm starting to believe, like, when I'm hearing, I might be walking karma. I might be, because it seems like anybody that messes with me get karma. So she's going back in these messages, you know, going off after the first video I made, to where my friend hits me up and he's like, man, she's going off in there. You gonna do nothing? Like, nah, I'm gonna let her run her mouth, man. I don't need to, like, respond to her. But then I go in there, you know, to make another TikTok real quick before I got on here. And the first, you know, reply she put up, it was a short one, so I seen it. That's when she said something about getting a divorce after 15 years. She didn't have to say that. She didn't have to. I didn't even know that. All I said was, you're definitely unhappy. You're definitely single, probably not by choice. Because no happily, you know, married woman or woman in relationships going to be online talking to me. And she goes and volunteers information about getting a divorce after 15 years. That woman is in pain. That woman is in pain. And she's in here lashing out. And I didn't mean to call her out like that, but it triggered her so badly that she told on herself. I didn't tell her that she had to tell me about her divorce that she went through, that she's going through. That's heavy on her mind right now. She's not happy. So out of all the stuff that she said back to me, that's all I needed to see, was that she's going through a divorce right now. And she's going off on me because she's hurting right now. And I can go ahead and intuitively put some more things together, but I don't really need to. But it also goes to show you don't need to be running your mouth off to people, just anybody online, assuming that maybe they don't know what they're talking about. If I intuitively tap in and tell you something 9 times out of 10, I'm probably right. I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't need to have a whole lot of intuition to understand a woman coming at me talking crazy online cannot have a husband. That don't make any sense. If she is watching me, she's not gonna be talking to me crazy, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at me too hard if she's talking to me crazy, and if she has any kind of man, he's not gonna be okay with that. Ain't no man alive gonna let a woman look at me all hard like that, having problems with me, and not check that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you're obviously not in a relationship. And a lot of people, sometimes they don't know how to approach you or talk to you, so they'll try to argue with you. They'll argue with you just to get a conversation out of you, right? So I just call them people out on that. Lady, you ain't got no business talking to me. If you're not somebody that I normally would talk to, and you think because I got a social media platform, it allows you to try to say something crazy to me to establish conversation, I'm not falling for it. I'll make my videos about it, make my money off of it, and keep it trucking. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, love. I really appreciate that. Make sure that my headphones are off. I don't want that to happen again where the audio quality goes down. I really appreciate that. You know, I'm not really trying to bother anybody. I'm really just trying to be honest with women. I want y'all to have somebody. Y'all claim that y'all want somebody to be honest with you. So I'm trying to be honest with you. And I'll take the, you know, the blows I get, you know, from the women that have a problem with it. Because I'm sure there's plenty of women out there that's getting good information from me and applying it to their lives. And hopefully they'll get some better results. Because if you know, keep trying the same thing, it's not working, that's the definition of insanity. There's a lot of dating channels and gurus out there, and you know, at this point it's starting to become a money market because they're giving you all this dating advice and you're collecting all this information and all this stuff, and people have degrees on it, but where have we gotten? We're still having the same problems. Like, apparently that's not working out. Almost fell. Apparently that's not working out. So we got to try something different. And what we might be trying different is just, I don't know, intuitively taking our time to get to know somebody. Like the check sheet thing that they're trying to give you guys and talking about, like, I can't stand listening to dating advice channels. And I don't mean no disrespect to them, because there's people out there with no sense that need help, I guess. But you never know what someone's intentions are. They're making money off of this. So part of that making money process is making sure you come back. You know, so if they give you great advice and you never come, there's no money in that. So you don't know what they're giving you advice for. And it's kind of all regurgitated information at this point, isn't it? Like, what are they really telling you that you don't already know? Now, what they're telling you is how to get slick about tricking somebody into being with you that you probably don't qualify for. And I'm talking about all these hookup dating channel things. When you qualify for somebody, there's no game that got to be spoken or looking between the lines on this or that. You ain't got to do all that. It's going to flow naturally. You know what I mean? She's going to want to get back around you. She's going to want to be honest with you. She's not going to mess that up. He's not going to want to mess that up. You know, you're going to be thinking about each other all the time. You're going to get butterflies and stuff. You know what I mean? Like good stuff like that. That's what's going to happen. All this dating bull crap telling you if he's doing this, then it's this. And if you feel like this and you might be suffering from some childhood trauma, shut the up. Now they done made dating into a job. They done made being with somebody into a job. You got to have doggone a degree now just to be able to navigate through dating. I'm not taking that GMO shit, man. Take that GMO crap and sit it down somewhere. These are narcs. Narcs are the only people, narcissists, that don't have personality and need to be taught everything. They have to see someone else do it so they can mimic it. That's not the kind of person you want to end up with. So all these dating channels teaching narcs how to get people is BS to me. No one needs to tell you how to get somebody that you really like. You know what you like. You've grown up all your life picturing in your mind who you want to end up with. Why do you need some dating channel to tell you what you're doing wrong? No. And then most of these dating people don't even have relationships or successful relationships. And they'll be quick to judge somebody else. See, my whole thing about it is, because I got an agenda too. You know, I'm telling you to avoid these people because I don't too much care for them. You know what I'm saying? I think they're part of the problem. I think that they're just, you know, making money off the fact that, you know, society has us all broken up so that, you know, they can reduce the population however they want to. And, you know, they're just, you know what I'm saying, opportunists. Because I'm not seeing us getting together en masse. And this dating stuff been going on how long? Like the dating channel crap? Years now. Ain't nobody getting together en masse. Last time I checked. Now those brothers are going overseas. Passport bros are triggering something going on, but they're just exiting. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I ain't gonna deal with it no more. I'm not gonna participate in the game. And that's what I'm choosing to do. Just like I don't participate in the system. I'm not a part of the matrix. I don't work for nobody. I do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to nobody. I don't take no influence from nobody. I'm not going to participate in that dating BS either. I don't need someone to tell me how to date. So there's so many games going on. You got to go on YouTube or TikTok and figure out what men like and what the kind of man you like and what the kind of stuff, the woman that you like. Come on, y'all. Stop doing that stuff, man. I'm bringing awareness on everything. You're not going to be able to just be hustling people out of money around me. I don't care what kind of service you providing. I'll go with any of them. The BS dating channel, man, stop it, man. Dating coach, get out of here. What is that? You got to be doing more than that, man. I'll be doggone. I can't stand listening to somebody tell me how to date somebody. But then again, I don't like listening to nobody tell me how to do nothing. But I definitely don't want to hear no one talking about. I just can't even. I'm to the point where I can barely tolerate listening to most of all these people, to be honest with you. It's so low vibe and stupid, man. I'm just gonna call it like I see it, man. Like when you start vibing high, you're not desperate to be in a relationship. And when you're not desperate, the right kind of people will come around you to include your mate. You know what I'm saying? You'll be vibing high, you'll vibe on the right frequency, and you know what I'm saying? And you won't be pressed, so you'll be dating slowly and all that stuff they're teaching you, it's speed dating tactics. What are you speed dating for? Who are you trying to bed like that? Then they'll be like, oh no, these aren't to bed people. Then why are you teaching people how to date? Why don't you teach people how to be decent? How to talk like they have some sense? How to go on a date and know how to speak? They don't want to do stuff like that. They're teaching you strategies. And if she has this going on, avoid her. If he has this going on, avoid him. Man, these people are trying to make money, man. So you can go back and get more tips and more tips and more tips. Fuck out of here, man. Nah, I'm doing that, man. We're going to take a casual approach to it, my people. We're not going to be going and getting goofy dating advice from people that we don't know what their relationship situation is. We're not doing that. That's low vibrational. All that alpha talk stuff, that's low. I'm a Sigma, if you want to describe me as anything. Alphas are low vibrational dudes, man, or chicks. Man, ain't no alpha, okay? I'm a Sigma if you want to call me anything. I like being called nothing. Call me the lone wolf. I don't go by no rules of no Sigma crap. I don't go by no rules of no alpha crap. I do my own thing, and I always find my way. God takes care of me, and I never go without. So whatever that is, that's what I am. Lone wolf, whatever you want to call it. But that low vibrational alpha stuff, get going with that, y'all. Like, ain't nobody worried about that. Ain't nobody trying to bet. You can get, man, you can throw a rock and get some sex from anybody, man. Like, it ain't even nothing no more. Women are running game like men, so it ain't even nothing no more to get some sex. We got to start, you know what I'm saying, raising the standard. And these goofy channels talking about how to date this and how to date that and signs of this and signs of that. Let it go. Let it go. Focus on yourself. Follow your God-given intuition and discernment. I've been cutting women off left and right here lately because apparently I still got some of my tendencies of like the women I used to be attracted to. Not anymore. But like when I see them coming now, I'm attracting them my way. I mean, my cutoff game is strong. I'll be like, nah, done. Not all of them. Some of them are good women. I just ain't got the time enough to really invest in dating right this second. But me and those ladies talked about it, right? The ones I don't talk to about that though, done. Cut them off. Cut off game strong. Cut them off, right? Anyone out here talking like too much about dating, if you have too much advice about dating, if you seem like you a mastermind when it comes to dating, I ain't never gonna date nobody like that. You think I'm gonna let your scheming ass that's been over here? I don't know who you're gonna be. I don't know if you're gonna give me the person that's a professional at dating, or if you're gonna give me the person that's a regular person that's outside of that. I don't know what you're gonna give me, right? Because that pro at dating, she knows all the tricks, all the bells and whistles, how to sound and how to be. I don't want that. I want a woman that got it natural. Not being trained how to date, but God-given instinct on how to be a good woman, which is all that I want. I don't need someone that's good at dating. You know what I'm saying? I don't need someone with a master's degree in dating. You know what I'm saying? I just want a regular woman that gets it natural. That's all. I don't think that's asking for too much, is it, ladies? You ain't got to have a degree to be with me. You ain't got to have no high-paying job. Because whenever I get where I'm going, the woman I'm with probably ain't going to be working like that. Okay? So, you know, if I'm with her long term, I mean, when we first get together, she going to be working. I can bring her in like that. But, you know what I mean? So, I mean, all these tactics and all this goofy stuff and, you know, man, stop it. You know, I'm not falling for none of that stuff. Any woman that seemed like she got a bunch of game on dating, I'm peeping game. And I'm like, there should be no game with this. If you ain't been with that many men, that's what I mean by the soul stick to your body. You know what I'm saying? Those bodies, I'm sorry, the bodies stick to your soul. Those bodies that you're running around having sex with, they stick to your soul. You know, I told you you're going to move different. That's part of moving different. You having all these strategies of dating. You wouldn't have those strategies if you weren't hurt a whole bunch of different times. And if you had properly healed, then you wouldn't have been going back to the same guys to accumulate all these different dating strategies. That's what I mean by my God-given intuition and reading between the lines, past all the bullshit. You're doing a lot of talking, but you're not saying much. See, and that's why a lot of people don't like me and a lot of women don't come towards me until they study me for a while. But I want y'all to remember this also. I'm only letting you see what I want you to see online. So you're seeing a very small snapshot of my life and how I move. So while you're watching me online thinking that he's emotional, he just got over this, and he's this, you don't know nothing. I'll make a video on here and go right in there and play with my son. You have no idea what you're talking about. But see, when you start judging me like that, you let me know who you are. See, that's how intuition and God can talk to you too. God will give you all kind of smooth ways to figure out who's shifty and tricky and don't belong in your life. You just got to pay attention. And there's a lot of reason why women don't want to bother with me right now. I don't need to be told why. God is showing me you're too slick, you're too smart, you move too smoothly, and they can't figure you out. And they always want to try to figure somebody out. I'll be smiling in your face, and the whole time I'm thinking like this. This is how my mind is. But then I'll be in your face doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's how I do. That's how I do. You ain't gonna never know what I'm thinking. You ain't gonna never know how I'm moving. How do you think I got away from a narc gang stalking me with a whole gang of people? Because I know how to move. I'm humble. My ego don't get in the way. I'm gonna let you run that mouth. And I'm gonna be sitting over here looking like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time I'm over here, all right. And that's how it be. So don't for 1 second think you got me figured out. Don't for 1 second think that's where you mess up. That's where you mess up. Because a real one, you ain't gonna never know what I'm thinking. Man, if you was a be on my, if you're one of my neighbors, you think I'm aloof. I'm walking around on my phone all the time. If you don't think I don't know everything that's going on around me at all times, I know every neighbor house, whatever neighbor peeking on at me, peeking over towards me. I'm a veteran. I work for the White House. But see, the whole part of the game is it seems like you don't know what's going on around you. Peep game, y'all. So I might walk around here looking like aloof. Man, I know tactically more what's going on around than anybody else. Anything jump down, you best believe this war veteran over here got it. I got it, right? But you, like I said, playing stupid, right? Just not telling your left hand what your right hand's doing. Y'all heard it before. I do it all the time. I do it all day long. That's part of the way I find out who's real and who's not, who's playing with me. And so I see it all the time. You don't have to be tapped in. Well, I am tapped in though, to where I can intuitively, you know, like see. Like when I figured out with my ex, I seen it in my dreams. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it. Just like those channel messages, I seen those people. And I'm like, well, I see these people. Let me put it out there and see if it's resonating with people. And it did. But sometimes you don't even need that. You can just use context clues. You can use how people are talking to you and how they're moving. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they think that you're stupid. If you're attractive in any kind of way, that's another reason why God made me look the way I look. I gotta throw you off. If I didn't look good, then you would think like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? He can't use his looks. He's probably using something else to get where he's at. Y'all assume because I look good, I get where I'm at because I look good and I'm lucky. I work harder than any of y'all. I work harder than any of y'all. I just don't talk about it. That's part of moving in silence. I don't need to talk about it. It's going to show. And when I get where I'm going and you see how I'm moving when I get there, you're going to be like, yo, this dude he really is that dude. I'm that dude. I'm that dude. I'm just not saying nothing right now. I'm still moving in silence. I'm watching the internet run their mouth. I'm watching who's aligning themselves with me right now. I can see the ones that are letting me know who's on my side. And then there's ones copying me that ain't letting me know they're on my side. Well, your boy gonna get big at some point in time. And if I'm calling people out now, I'm calling people out then too. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like I said, man, I've heard this before and some of the people I watch, you know what I mean, it's resonating with me. I think I am walking karma. I think I am. I think God does put me in situations to blow that shit up. Yeah, I think he does. I think he does. I think I got a job right now to be blowing some shit up. You know, because I love chaos, man. I do. I'm not about war. I don't start nothing, but I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to enjoy doing it while I'm doing it too. You best believe it. I can make that. Well, I'm an alchemist over here, but I've been doing it since I was in the army, going to Iraq. I know how to take pain and make it into power. I know, man. Anytime someone talk junk, I automatically make it into power. If I don't return to the sender, if it's on some weird stuff, alchemize that stuff all the time. I transmute it. I make it work for me. You cannot beat me. I'm indestructible. I'm unbothered. My defense impenetrable. Your boy over here, a whole walking warrior, man. And I'm trying to tell you, I could care less what anyone says about me. The more y'all keep coming at me, the more I know I'm the man. The more I keep hearing my words passing around the internet, the more I know I'm the man. The more women keep coming at me, talking junk to me, the more I know I'm the man. You can't win against somebody like that when they know that everything that's happening is happening for them. I know that everything is happening for me. How are you gonna beat me like that? You can't beat that. Everything that happens for me and my greater good. Everything. What you might consider negative is a lesson towards my greater good. So there's no losing over here. I don't care if I get kicked out of this place. Ain't nothing but another life lesson to be learned. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that great. God ain't gonna put nothing on me that I can't handle. So whatever I get thrown into, God already knows I can handle it. If he know I can handle it, who am I to question God? I'm gonna be right there on it. That's what you need me to do? That's what's gonna get done. Look, don't get me worked up out here. I gotta work out, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get worked up, but I start getting loud and shit start echoing out here. I ain't trying to scare nobody. You know what I'm saying? While y'all talking about masculine energy, you hearing that masculine energy, you hearing that masculine frame. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Come on here with that shit, man. Not until you start rocking a black masculine frame for a couple days. Then we talk about it. But look, I'm gonna get on TikTok, y'all. I done ran this up 31 minutes, but listen, y'all watching the videos, they getting picked up in the algorithm. So maybe this is a, you know what I'm saying, a sign maybe to make them longer anyway, right? The 20-minute video is going up too. I never thought a 20-minute video would go up. I'm doing it right, y'all. What I tell you, I'm putting it in God's hands. I'm not gonna worry about it no more. And God's got me dropping videos in a different kind of way, and it's working out, ain't it? Ain't that what he said he's gonna do? Won't he do it? Don't play with me. Play with God.